When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade. Away could get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded. Call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still, I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. Now turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see, 'cause all my hair's abandoned, all my body, all my agony. Know that I will never marry, baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It just ain't living, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true. love you like I loved you yesterday. I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. No, I know that I can't make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I can say to change that part, to change that part, to change. Words I thought I'd never speak, awake and unafraid, asleep or dead, 'cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak, awake and unafraid, asleep or dead, 'cause I see you lying next to me. With words I thought I'd never speak, awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. sold the cars for the Queen, and when the lights all went out, we watched our lives on the screen. I hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing. It was a lie when they smiled and said you won't feel a thing. And as we ran from the cops, we laughed so hard it would sting. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long? contrition, because I got enough to spare. And I'll be granting your permission, cause you haven't got a prayer. Well, I said, hey, hallelujah, I wanna come on, sing the praise, and let the Spirit come on through ya. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm gonna burn it in hell. Everybody burn the house right down and say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. You play ring around the ambulance like you never gave a care. So get the choir boys around you, it's a compliment, I swear. And I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I wanna hear you sing the praise. I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm gonna burn in hell. Everybody burn the house right down and say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. You better run like the devil, cause they're never gonna leave you alone. You better hide up in the alley, cause they're never gonna find you a home. And as the blood runs down the walls, you see me cleaning up these walls. I need a bad motherfucking taste, it's from another. And I say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, bad man. Tell me I'm a bad man, bad man. Tell me I'm a bad man, bad man. Tell me I'm a bad man. Sing it out, sing it out. Yes I am, oh yes I am. Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes? 'Cause I spent the night dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose. If it looks like I'm laughing, I'm really just asking to leave. This alone, you're in time for the show. You're the one that I need, I'm the one that you loathe. You can watch me corrode like a beast in repose, 'cause I love all the poison away with the boys in the band. Whoever it had been, on a band that shows. So why don't you blow me? Work your spit for street, give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You can sit on the Mama, we all go to hell. Mama, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and wishing you well. Mama, we all go to hell. Oh, well now, Mama, we're all gonna die. Mama, we're all gonna die. Stop asking me questions, I'd hate to see you cry. Mama, we're all gonna die. And when we go, don't blame us, yeah. We'll let the fires just feed us, yeah. You made us so famous. We'll never let you go. When you go to return to me, my love. Mama, we're all full of lies. Mama, we're meant for the flies. And right now they're building a coffin your size. Mama, we're all full of lies. Well, Mother was the wound into my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised that baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could count on the infection, naked, amputated ones, you should have been. I could have been a better son. And when we go, don't blame us, yeah. We let the fires just feed us, yeah. You made us so famous. We'll never let you go. She said you ain't no son of mine. For what you done there, get a fire, a place for you and just your mind, your manners when you go. When you go to return to me, my love, that's right. Mama, we are gonna hell. Mama, we are gonna hell. It's really quite pleasant, except for the smell. Mama, we all go to
And if you would call me your sweetheart, I'd maybe then sing you a song.
But the shit that I've done with this fuck of a gun, you would cry out to rise alive. We're dead after all. Through fortune and blame we fall. And if you can say that, I'll tell you the way to return from the ashes you fall. We all carry on. We're brothers in arms. We're brothers in arms. So raise your glass high for tomorrow. We gotta return from the ashes you fall.
These terrors. And it's like, it feels like as if somebody was gripping my, these terrors. And it's like, it feels like as if somebody was gripping my throat. But not tremors, they're worse than tremors. They're these terrors. Anyways, night, but not like tremors, they're worse than tremors. They're these terrors. And it's like, it feels like as if somebody was gripping my throat, squeezing, and it's like as if somebody was gripping my throat.
you breathe on me, undeserving of your sympathy. 'Cause there ain't no way that I'm sorry for what I did. When I threw it all, how could you cry for me? 'Cause I don't feel bad about it. So shut your eyes, kiss me goodbye, and say your dreams. A drink for the horror that I'm in, for the good guys and the bad guys, for the monsters that I've been. 3 cheers for tyranny, unapologetic apathy. 'Cause there ain't no way that I'm coming back again. And through it all, how could you cry for me? 'Cause I don't feel bad about it. So shut your eyes, kiss me goodbye, and say just say the hardest part, the awful things that I've seen.
Sometimes I see flames, and sometimes I see people that I love dying. And it's always living flames.
Just say, just say. Just like the hearse, you died again and again. We are so far from you. Burning on, just like a matches, trying to incinerate the lives of everyone you know. And what's the worst to take from every heart? in the books to make a citizen out of you. Because they sleep with a gun and keep an eye on you, son, so they can watch all the things you do. Because the drugs never work, they gonna give you a smirk, cause they got methods of keeping you clean. They gonna rip up your heads, your aspirations to shreds, another cog in the murder machine. They said I'm teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. The boys and girls in the clique, the awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They said, oh, teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Oh, yeah. If I fall.
like D&D, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, and croquet. You can't swim, you can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never gonna make it.
I don't want to make it. I just wanna.
Remember when you broke your foot from jumping out the second floor? I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. You wear me out. What will it take to show you that it's not life it seems? I've told you time and time again, you sing the words, but still know what it means to be a joke. And look, another line without a hook. I held you close as we both shook for the last time. Take a good hard look. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
You know? You have something in your eye. Me. I'm not